What's up everyone, it's Juju here to talk to you about Bakkesmod for Rocket League on PC. Now we've all used the in-game custom training and it is very useful for training all kinds of shots. But once you've used it for a while like I have, its limitations become pretty apparent. Each shot is the same each time you reset the ball, and when you've finished training a single shot, you've got to wait for a bit, skip the replay, and then move on to the next shot, in the same order every time. And it gets stale pretty fast. So that's where Bakkesmod comes in. Bakkesmod is going to allow us to make our training sessions a lot more dynamic, with more game-like situations, and ultimately be a lot less stilted than using the in-game custom training. To get started using Bakkesmod, head to bakkesmod.com and click download now. Click the download link and download the zip file, extract it to your desktop. Now when you run Bakkesmod for the first time, Windows might identify it as a threat. This is because it's an external program that injects itself into another program, and so Windows sees it in the same way it views some viruses. But we're not going to worry about that today. Once we've found the Rocket League executable, we're going to run Bakkesmod and allow it to update. Once it's finished, we're ready to go into Rocket League and enter free play. Once you're in game and Bakkesmod is running, we just have to hit F2 to bring up the user interface. Now Bakkesmod has a lot of really good features, but for this video we're just going to focus on some of the more exciting and useful ones for your training. First up, we're going to check out the Redirect plugin. This is activated by default by tapping down on the D-pad of your controller. When you do this, it's going to cause the ball to pass itself to you. The plugin is designed to pass it in front of your car, just like a good pass in a real game. The further your car from the ball, the faster the pass. This is really useful for training infield passes and redirects. It also works wonders for receiving passes on the wall, so if you don't have a friend to practice passing with, this is the next best thing. To adjust and tweak the settings for this, head to the plugin tab of Bakkesmod, find the Redirect plugin, and have a go tweaking the settings. In particular, try experimenting with the Redirect on Ground checkbox, which will allow for lower ground passes, like the one seen in the video. Next up, let's take a look at the Rebound plugin. We can activate this by default by tapping left on the D-pad of our controller. When we press it, the ball will launch itself towards the backboard, setting you up for the rebound. The further the ball from the backboard at the start, the faster the shot. This is certainly one I have to work on a lot for sure. Now it's time to hit up the Defender plugin. This one's my favorite. For this one, head to the Defender plugin section of the Plugins tab and just hit Start to begin the training. In this mode, the ball will repeatedly fire itself into your net and you need to save it every time. The brilliant thing about this training that can't be covered in the in-game custom training is that it forces you to train the four most important aspects of making a good save: positioning, reactions, ball placement, and recovery. To become a great goalkeeper, you must master all four of these, and doing well in this training will require you to continually position yourself to make saves and recover quickly to make the next one. After you've played with the default settings, adjust the cooldown time and ball speed to challenge yourself appropriately. Lastly for this video, and I must stress there's quite a bit more to cover, but lastly let's take a look at how we can get some shot packs from the Bakkesmod website to practice with. Open up your Steam overlay in game, and in the web browser, go back to bakkesmod.com. Click on the training workshop on the right, and once you've signed in using Steam, we're ready to activate some of the shot packs. Now I must say, it's not organized particularly well, but hopefully this improves in the future. I'm going to load up Arane's Offensive Aerial Pack to show you how to use them. I'm going to click Play All. Now back in game, to make things work properly, I've made sure to deactivate Enable Goal Scoring, found in the Free Play tab of Bakkesmod. This will allow for a more fluid practice session using the mod. I've got the Aerials pack loaded, and all I have to do is press up on the D-pad to do a shot. Press up again to repeat the shot, but if you want a different random shot, press right on the D-pad. This will cycle through random shots from the pack. And that's all I have the time to talk about in this video. There is quite a bit more to Bakkesmod if you go poking around, but for now I'll leave that up to you. I hope you'll agree that it's a very powerful training tool that offers a lot of benefits over the regular in-game training. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't hesitate to leave a comment if you enjoyed the video or have any questions. Also, a big thank you to Bakkes, the creator of this mod, If you want to give back for his excellent work, do think about donating via his website at bakkesmod.com. Once again, thank you and happy training, everyone.